So tonight when you go home and your parents or grandparents or whoever you're hanging with says, hey, what'd you learn in school today? You can actually say, in math, I didn't really learn anything. Because honestly, I'm not really teaching you anything. Because what I'm showing you is exactly, you've done this before. We're adding and subtracting decimals, okay? Can you guys do this problem? Actually, let's do it this way. Can you do that problem? Can everybody in this room do that problem? Yeah. Most of you would do this. Right? Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Why did I put the 36 under the 24? Why didn't I put the 36 under the 12? Why? When I put it under the 12, then I don't, then I got a 4 here, and I'm doing something weird. What is my reason for putting it over here? So the place values line up. That's exactly right. And you know what else lines up? Your decimals. Okay? When you guys first started doing addition, you always lined up the decimals. You always did. You just didn't really know it. Because we never put a decimal on this problem. We don't have 124. We don't put a decimal there. Although technically it's there. We just don't write it. In the 36, technically it's there. We just don't write it. But whenever you rewrite the problem, you've always rewritten it like that so that the place values line up. Well, the same goes for when we do decimals. Okay, let's say we had 1.24 plus 3.6. Okay, well, our ones place is here and our ones place is here. So when we line this up, we're going to go 1.24 plus 3.6. We got to keep our decimal in a straight line. It's up and down. It's got to be lined up. To get our place values, when we add everything together, we want our place values right in line. Now, what we do here is, all we do is add a placeholder. How many zeros can I add there? As many as I want. I could keep going. I could add zeros all the way through, all the way down this whiteboard, and all the way. I could keep going right into Mr. Hayes' room if I wanted. Well, he might get mad. But because it's to the right, I don't change the problem at all. Because it's to the right of decimal. So then we just add this up. This is a 4, this is an 8, and this is a 4. And then I got to remember to put my little decimal there. Okay? So the only thing I'm really teaching you today is to remember, line up your decimal. You've been doing that since first grade. Okay? Now we just are showing it. 2004 U.S. Gymnastics Championship. Carly Patterson and Courtney Kumpitz tied for the all-around title. Okay? So these were their scores. They got 9.7, 9.7, 9.3, and 9.45. To find the total number of points, we'd have to add up all the scores. So we need to find the sum of 9.7, 9.3, and 9.45. Well, it says all the events other than the floor exercise. That's the question. Okay. So if we added these up, we'd go 9.7 plus 9.3 plus 9.45. Notice I kept my decimals lined up. I'm going to add a placeholder here. I'm going to add a placeholder there. Did I change those numbers at all? No. Those are still the same. Those numbers are still the same. A 9.70 is the same as a 9.7. Okay? Add them up. We got a 5. We got a 4 here. 1 here. There's 10, 19, 28.45. Don't forget about the rest. Can you handle this? I know you can. You guys are smart. How many more points did Carly need to have the uneven bars to have a perfect score of 10? So we need to find the difference between 10 and 9.45. So we got 10 minus 9.45. Uh-oh. What do I do? Mason. Put a decimal here and add 2 zeros. That's still 10. And I kept my decimals lined up. Always keep them lined up. If you learn anything today, it's make sure that when I add and subtract my decimals, those decimal places are lined up, straight up and down. Then do the math. Nothing changes. This is all math. You've been doing, this is like 1,000 minus 945. Okay? My third grader last night had a math problem just like this, 1,000 minus 945. The only thing different between what he did and what you're doing is a stupid little dot. Okay? That's it. So this becomes a 9. This is a, actually, this will end up being a 9. This will end up being a 9. This is a 10. This is a 5. This is a 5. This is a 0.55 hundredths of a point. What? It's fine. It's supposed to be 0. Find the sum or difference. So you want to add these up. 1.8 plus 0.2. 0, 1, 2, 2.0. Now, I'm showing you this. I know that you know how to do it, but I want you to see what I want you to do on your homework. Okay? I want you to show me that. I want you to write the problem up and down so that you're showing me that you're lining up the decimals. Remember, I'm interested in the process. I'm not necessarily interested in, well, I am interested in the right answer, but I'm interested to make sure that you find out and you show me that you know how to do the process. Okay? So, when you have a problem that's written like this, I want you to rewrite the problem showing me that you line up the decimals. Okay? I'll do one more, and then I'm going to let you go on your homework. You're going to have a problem that looks like this. Evaluate 6.73 minus x for each value of x. What do I have to do? Xander. Yeah. So I take this x, because it tells us that x is 3.8. You plug that in right there, so you end up with 6.73 minus 3.8. Add a placeholder. Do your subtraction. 3, 5, 9, 2, stupid dot. Okay. I want to see this. Do you guys understand that? I want to see that for your homework. Show me what you're plugging in. Show me what you're doing, okay? So, your assignment for tomorrow. It's page 120 to 121, 12 to 44, even, and then 49 to 55, all. Make sure you show your work. If you just come at me tomorrow with answers, listen, if you just come at me tomorrow with answers and you don't show your work, I'm not going to accept it as done. Okay? Thank you.